Colin Farrell reveals what turns him on about Margot Robbie inside their charming late-night exchange. When Colin Farrell and Margot Robbie appeared side by side on Late Night with Seth Meyers this week, fans expected a few laughs, maybe a little promotion for their upcoming film A Big Bold Beautiful Journey. What they didn't expect was one of the most refreshingly candid exchanges of the season. Farrell openly admitting what turns him on about his married co-star. The 49-year-old Irish actor didn't mince words. He praised Robbie not just for her extraordinary talent, but for her warmth, humor, and generosity on set. "She is, which is always a turn-on for me, straight up," Farrell said, sending Robbie into a fit of laughter and leaving the internet buzzing. But this wasn't just a flirtatious soundbite. It was a rare glimpse into how Hollywood's brightest stars perceive each other when the cameras aren't rolling. To understand why Farrell's comments landed so strongly, let's dive deeper into their reputations, their careers, and the genuine connection that seems to be forming between these two powerhouse actors. Colin Farrell, the honest outsider turned Hollywood mainstay. Colin Farrell's career has always been built on charisma, not just on screen but off it. From his early days as a rugged breakout star in Tigerland, 2000, to acclaimed roles in Bruges, 2008, and The Banshees of Inisherin, 2022, he's proven he can swing between blockbuster spectacle, Daredevil, The Batman, and deeply intimate character studies. What sets him apart, though, is his unfiltered honesty. Farrell has never shied away from vulnerability, whether discussing his struggles with addiction, his love for fatherhood, or in this case, his admiration for a colleague. In an industry notorious for polished PR answers, Farrell's unvarnished charm feels refreshing. When he says Margot Robbie's kindness is a turn-on, it's not tabloid bait. It's a reflection of what many in Hollywood admire about her. Margot Robbie, the modern Hollywood icon. Margot Robbie, meanwhile, has become one of the most bankable and beloved stars in the world. From her breakthrough in The Wolf of Wall Street, 2013, to producing and starring in critically acclaimed projects like I, Tanya and the cultural juggernaut Barbie, 2023, Robbie has proven herself both a performer and a power player. And what countless colleagues have echoed is her reputation as someone who treats people well at every level of a production. Whether she's leading a billion-dollar blockbuster or working on a smaller indie project, Robbie's colleagues consistently describe her as approachable, playful, and collaborative. That's no small feat in an industry where egos can clash and hierarchies often dictate behavior. The viral late-night moment. On Late Night with Seth Meyers, Farrell was asked about finally working with Robbie. His response quickly took a personal turn. "You hear things through the years, 'cause as you know yourself, it's a fairly small industry," Farrell explained. "I met people who had worked with Margot, and they all, men and women, said how extraordinary she was." He listed the traits he kept hearing. "Kind, fun," one of the team. Then with a smile he added, "She is, which is always a turn-on for me, straight up." The audience roared with laughter. Robbie blushed, waving him off and joking, "Stop, I owe you $20 later for that." It was a light-hearted moment, but one that spoke volumes about both their personalities. Farrell wasn't talking about looks, status, or fame. He was talking about kindness. And Robbie, for her part, took the compliment with grace and humor. Why personality matters more than ever. In an age where celebrity culture often highlights scandal, competition, or drama, Farrell's comments cut through with something simple: decency. He didn't praise Robbie for being glamorous or magnetic on screen, though she undoubtedly is. Instead, he pointed out qualities that matter in real life and on set. Being kind, being fun, being one of the team. Hollywood productions are grueling, high-pressure environments. Actors who bring positivity can change the entire atmosphere of a set. Farrell's comments were a reminder that true star power isn't just about talent. It's about how you treat people when the cameras aren't rolling. Chemistry on set. A Big Bold Beautiful Journey. The film that brought Farrell and Robbie together, A Big Bold Beautiful Journey, has been described as part fantasy, part emotional road trip. While details are still scarce, early buzz suggests it's an imaginative story about two people navigating unexpected turns in life. For a film built on connection, casting was everything. And according to Farrell, working with Robbie felt effortless from day one. "It was just really easy," he said, describing their dynamic. That ease, combined with their natural chemistry, could make the movie one of 2025's most talked about releases. Margot Robbie's grounded personal life. Of course, Farrell's playful remarks come at an interesting time in Robbie's life. The 35-year-old actress is preparing to celebrate her 10th wedding anniversary with husband Tom Ackerley in December. The two quietly welcomed their first child, a baby boy, last year. Despite her global fame, Robbie has kept her private life remarkably grounded. She and Ackerley co-founded Lucky Chap Entertainment, producing critically acclaimed films like Promising Young Woman and Barbie. Their partnership, both personal and professional, is often cited as a rare Hollywood success story. Colin Farrell, the devoted father. Farrell, meanwhile, has never married but is a devoted father of 2 sons. He shares James, 22, with ex-girlfriend Kim Bordinavi, and Henry, 15, with ex-Alicia Bacleta-Curis. Over the years, he's spoken candidly about the joys and challenges of fatherhood. His eldest son, James, lives with a rare genetic condition, and Farrell has been open about how that shaped his perspective on life and grounded him through fame. It's perhaps no surprise, then, that Farrell admires qualities like kindness and humility. They're values he clearly tries to embody in his own life. The internet reacts. Within hours of the late-night interview airing, clips began circulating on social media. Fans immediately latched onto Farrell's candid compliment, with many praising the actor for highlighting Robbie's personality over her appearance. Colin Farrell saying kindness is a turn-on. One fan tweeted, "Protect this friendship at all costs," another posted, alongside a clip of Robbie giggling at Farrell's remarks. Some joked that Farrell had just become the internet's favorite hype man. Others pointed out how rare it is to see male co-stars speak so warmly about their female colleagues without a hint of rivalry or awkwardness. The power of positive reputations in Hollywood. Both Robbie and Farrell benefit from something increasingly rare in the industry: near universal respect. For Robbie, it's her ability to balance superstardom with humility, making everyone from co-stars to crew members feel valued. For Farrell, it's his journey from a Hollywood bad boy to a respected veteran who never lost his sense of humor. When two actors like that come together, the result isn't just good chemistry on screen. It's a story that resonates with audiences who crave authenticity. A bigger picture. Why this moment matters. At first glance, Farrell's turn-on comment might seem like a throwaway line from a late-night show. But in reality, it underscores something deeper about the way we value celebrities. Audiences today are increasingly drawn to stars who feel real, who talk about kindness, who laugh at themselves, who show admiration without irony. In that sense, Farrell and Robbie represent a shift away from Hollywood's obsession with scandal and towards something more grounded. It's not just about who they are as actors. It's about who they are as people. Conclusion: a dynamic duo to watch. Colin Farrell's heartfelt words about Margot Robbie may have made headlines for their playful tone, but they also revealed a truth that everyone who has worked with Robbie seems to know. She's extraordinary, not just on screen but in every interaction. And Robbie's gracious, good-humored response only reinforced why she's admired across the industry. As a big, bold, beautiful journey gears up for release, fans will no doubt be watching closely, not just for the story itself, but for the undeniable bond between its two stars. Because sometimes, what turns audiences on the most isn't the glamour, the gossip, or even the performances. It's the genuine kindness and humanity shining through behind the scenes.